We hear it all the time, authenticity is the highest vibe, but authenticity is not a luxury, it's not a lifestyle choice, it's really not even a high vibration. And yeah, you hear the spiritual crowd throw the word around a lot, and they're accurate for doing so. It's one of those things that it sounds so simple, it's easy to overlook. So let's get into the mechanics and look at the actual machine code. So authenticity is not an emotional state. Like, you don't feel authentic. You are or you are not. It's binary in that regard, but it's a strict biological protocol. It's the only electrical signature that allows your avatar's systems to fire with zero friction, which is absolutely required for coherency. And coherency is currency in every real sense of the word. So you wanna know what happens when you step outside of your natural design, which is authenticity? So the moment that you mask, phone, or clone, fake, or pretend to be someone else's signal, like basically you try and copy another person, your brain registers that as an internal contradiction. Your amygdala sparks. Your system will start brewing a toxic, high friction chemical concoction, because chemicals are how all of this works. And that will begin flooding your lines with cortisol and adrenaline just to maintain the lie. And your nervous system goes into an automated defensive split screen. So your brain and body are receiving mixed signals. And those mixed signals will cause an internal static, and that causes a localized system crash. So this is why you feel that physical panic when you lie. It's real. And when you are inauthentic, you physically choke out your own machine. You constrict the endothelium, which is the thin layer of cells of the cardiovascular system. And that shit is important because it also shuts down your output of nitrous oxide release, the very gas required to open your vascular pathways and keep your cellular engine breathing, not to mention the exhalation of nitrous oxide into the environment that you interact with other biological systems. So the outer field is affected also. Your nose doesn't just grow bigger, Pinocchio. You literally dim the light of the biophotonic systems that's emitting from your DNA scroll. Then your magnetic heart field, which is basically a tractor beam that interfaces with reality, will collapse from a wide, kind of harmonic, geometric vision into a chaotic murmur. Like, the world can literally sense your static of the broadcast whenever you're inauthentic, especially those of us who are friends with Claire. We sense all that inauthenticity before you even open your mouth. Like, not literally, like I just broke the process down of how it works. That's how it works. However, when you drop all of that armor and you strike the exact note of your true design, meaning you are you because you want to be you, then the biological machine achieves instantaneous coherence. The friction vanishes, the lines clear, and remember, coherency is currency. So let's get down to the bone. You are a localized fractal of source, and the entire point of a fractal is that it never ever repeats its geometry exactly. So we can look into the sky and see the same astrological configurations, and we can look at another human with, say someone with the same astrological placements as mine. Aries Sun, Leo Moon, Sagittarius Rising, all fire. And we can find others with the same spools, but we're wildly different because the way that your personal posture holds gravity, and yes, posture itself matters more than anyone suggests, by the way. The exact way that your neural pathways have mapped your live experiences and the precise speed at which your chemicals fire is a one-time cosmic event. Like, it is mathematically impossible to recreate you. It is mathematically impossible for you to be another person also, which seems obvious until you look around. But listen, you are a custom engineered, unrepeatable lens through which the universe is knowing itself intimately, and that requires your participation in authenticity. So when you choose to be inauthentic, you aren't just being fake, you're committing the ultimate act of self-rejection. Like, you are failing to live up to the actual potential of the unique engineering and wiring that was handed to you at birth. And you are withholding the exact data packet that you were meant to broadcast. And this is all a group effort, it's not a competition. And authenticity isn't about being liked, it's about clearing the static so that the high voltage current of your true potential can move through your biology without blowing the fuses. Yeah, literally. Because you can lie to yourself, you can lie to others, but you cannot lie to the body. So stop trying to copy other people's signal. Like, Your system was built for a very specific frequency, and the controls have been waiting for the true operator, yo ass, to step forward. And no true operator runs inauthentic commands. Now, if you are ready to stop running on corrupted software and imitation limitation and start optimizing your actual architecture of your design, then step into the Anatomy Lab at no13.co and learn the controls. And if you're ready to go a little bit deeper and want to look at more of the mechanics and underlying architecture of reality, archetype13.com is where you start. But either way, we are hands-on and you learn by doing here. Because as I've been telling y'all, this is the build era, humans, and we keep it functional.